Sly Media right here, which one only Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is my review on Best Man, the final chapters review. I'm gonna get straight to it and talk about this. I thought it was a pretty good series to end off the Best Man trilogy and all that. Everybody knows about the Best Man, the original movie. Pretty much a cult classic for everybody and everything that came out in 1999. Then everybody knows about the sequel, The Best Man Holidays, that came out in 2013, which is another good one, a good movie to watch during the holidays, during Christmas and all. Now, The Best Man, the final chapters that came out during this holiday season as well. Very, very good, very entertaining. I liked it. The only thing, the parts about, I know a lot of people had issues with the whole like LGBT kind of thing scenario they were talking about. They didn't talk about that, but they talk about a lot of stuff about mental health, about merch and Candy and their daughter going through, having her problems with mental and everything like that and all. So they discussed a lot of stuff that goes on like now in the community, stuff that people are more open about, people talk about now more. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with it. They just, some people say about about the whole thing about Lance's son, LJ, about him being gay, that whole thing, people maybe didn't like that because people don't like, oh, they always got to push the gay agenda for everything like that. But they just talked about main topics that are discussed now that people are more and more open to about. So, I didn't really bother me that much about it or anything, but I understand why people felt like I didn't like that a little bit about them doing that with his oldest son, by his oldest son being not gay necessarily, being binary, and binary, sunlight. I'm think I'm not even pronouncing the word right, but binary and all that. So so I guess people have a problem with that. But other than all that, I thought it was a good series. We got to see more depth in the other side characters that we don't get to see that much often, like Merchant Cannon. We got to understand his origin story and all like that. Like with Merchant's character, by him feeling like he's just the butt of all jokes and being like the clown and everything like that. He didn't like how Harper portrayed him in the movie for the unfinished business. He felt like, portrayed like he was just like a punk or something like that. He didn't like that. So that's why I say he started working out, doing after his job, doing some spare time, doing like a hobby, like working out, doing UFC, and everything like that. And it was actually pretty good at it and all. Because he wanted to feel like, he just wanted to feel like he was a man and felt the whole incident he had, which they, of course, the situation with the Karen, with the situation at the taxi cab. Like I said, they addressed a lot of stuff in this series. So I guess also as well, he just felt like that, he just kind of felt like, oh man, I couldn't defend or do anything and all that. So he wanted to let some anger out. So he got in the weight room, got in the gym, started boxing and everything like that. So, you know, for sure, like he kind of just, really pretty much, felt like, hey, this will give my left some strength now, left some energy now. And he was actually pretty good when he was actually doing UFC and doing fighting and all that, getting in kickboxing class. When one of the guys told him, hey, you should go and work out, and all that. You should, I mean, not more than just work out. You should actually go out there and try to fight and everything. And that's what he was doing during, when he was off work and everything like that before he would go into school and everything. So, you know, it just got to see, you got to understand more of his character now and everything, how he was feeling. So I'm glad we got to dive into him and Candy about what they were going through and how that stuff they had. Also, Candy, ended up writing a book and everything like that, and something she was dealing with as well with harassment and all that. A lot. So they talk about in Hollywood now about a lot of young celebrities getting harassed and everything. She dealt with that where her professor was harassing her and everything. So I'm glad we got to see, more of their character a lot. Understand Mercy's character, what he was going through, how he's dealing with it and all that, everything like that. Feeling like he can't keep a secret and feeling like he just was a joke and everything like that. So, you know, I'm glad we got to see more of his character. Also with Terrence Howard characters, Quinn, which everybody's favorite character. I mean, everybody's favorite character, Quinn from The Best Man. Everybody likes Terrence Howard's character so much as Quinn in The Best Man. So we got to see him and Warren Shelby's their character. Of course, they end up having a daughter together, everything like that. That he of course didn't know about from them. I guess being together from The Best. I think this is a daughter, if I'm correct, from them when they got together at the end of Mia and Lance's wedding in The Best Man, the first movie and everything. So that and them having a daughter together, and they do end up getting married and all that. But we understand more of their character, what they have going on, what they're dealing with. Quentin having to deal with taking over the family business for his father, and his father getting mentally ill and all. So he had to deal with that. So also also as well, of course with Shelby, her getting older and all that, and her, kind of not being letting to be that reality star no more. Now she's learning pretty much having to be like, in the newsroom, and actually, I think her job was actually being, what her job eventually became was being in the newsroom now and being like a good debatable host, not being, just somebody on reality talk show, somebody that actually knows stuff and everything like that. So, like I said, we got to see more of their characters because the main time we've seen the best in movies always focus on, of course, Lance, Harper, Robin, and Jordan, that whole love triangle and all that that's going on, and of course Mia and all that. So now with this best man, the final chapter here, we got to see more in depth with other characters and everything, what they have going on as well. And also Harper, people had a little bit of thing about this, about who was wrong or right in the situation about divorce between Harper and Robin. I'm gonna take Harper's side on just because I feel like he was just trying to do better for his family, take care of his daughter and bring her into a better life and everything. So I feel like that's what that's what Harper was trying to do and all that. And I feel like Robin was kind of more on other stuff what she was trying to do, go to Africa and other places and everything like that, just trying to explore other natures and all that. Because we see during the chapter, during like when they show the years go by past, how she was one of the people in the front lines for Black Lives Matter movement, thing like that, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But of course, she never had like a consistent job or anything or nothing like that. So Harper, he was kind of the breadwinner, one feeding him and his daughter and everything like that. So he seemed to me he was just really trying to take care of his daughter and just feed her. I mean, feed the family and everything like that, do good and all that. But so I wasn't mad at Harper about that epic scene that everybody showing on TikTok, Instagram, and everything like that, and on YouTube of when Harper wants to take custody of the daughter and everything like that. I had no problem with Harper doing that. He did what he felt like he had to do and everything. Especially since like I said, he was taking care of them and all that. But of course he does, let go of the custody battle and decides to let her have her and everything like that. So that scene was sad too. We see them riding off together and everything. But we do see that in the end, she does visit her dad every now and again, everything like that. And also as well, Harper and Jordan, the love triangle we've been seeing for since the first Best Man movie. That love triangle still didn't really go anywhere or anything like that with them, with him and Jordan and all that. She just said at the end of the day, I can't be your rock or anything like that. The whole time it kind of contradicts a little bit. Contradicting herself a little bit, I should say. Because I'm like, come on now, really this whole time, that you can't be a rock like this. What you been doing this whole time and everything like that? I can't be your spot to land. What you been doing this whole time and everything like that. They just close friends and all that. But that didn't happen. I guess I understand why the writers probably didn't do that. They just kept them at just being friends and everything like that. But I just kind of felt like I would have been good to see her and Harper get together and everything like that, since they always just had that special connection from the jump we saw in the first movie. But and all. But like I said, I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the character development. With like I said, got to see a couple of the side characters we never get to see that much explored in the movie. We got to see them in this, and then of course explore them with them dealing with kids, young teenagers, and all that, what they had to deal with, what goes on with young teenagers up to now these days and everything. So I thought it was a good series. Definitely everybody should check it out if you're a fan of The Best Man 1 and The Best Man Holidays. You'll definitely like The Best Man, the final chapter. So if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out and see it. I just dove into the main topics of the main things, everything that went on in the episodes that I like to entertain it. Like I said, I started watching this the day before New Year's Eve, and since then I was just hooked on it. And I thought I should get on this channel and do a review on it. And it was very good. I loved it. I enjoyed it, but I was definitely enjoyed it. But I felt they should keep it at the end of this. I know some say, let's do something, maybe do a part 2 of the final chapters and everything like that. I feel like it ended set in stone like how it is now. It ended it perfectly and everything like that. Also, of course, Lance, I forgot about that. He does end up marrying another woman, gets involved with another girl as well and everything, with dealing with the death of Mia. We got to see that, how he's dealing with that. That really hurt him so much, because that really was his soulmate, the love of his life, Mia, and all. But yeah, like I said, I feel like they should just end it off with this. The fact the characters are good. I feel like it's good ending it off with just like this for the final chapters. I don't think you need to do a part 4 or anything like that. I know a lot of people are saying maybe some other, not saying I'm not necessarily black movies, but other movies. So you see, they should do final chapters or a trilogy of. I know everybody's saying one I would like to see is The Wood for sure. That's probably the one I would like to see. I know people been saying Love and Basketball, reboot Love and Basketball, doing all that. I feel like, nah. I feel like you don't need to do that. They're already rebooting White Men Can't Jump, which I'm not a fan of. They're doing it with Jack Harlow. I'm not really a fan of that, but hey, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that, but I don't feel like they should do that reboot. White Men Can't Jump, but I love in basketball. I think should keep it what it is. Don't reboot that. But I feel like for sure, I would like to see The Wood. I like to see what it would look like as The Wood, a trilogy of The Wood. I would like to see what those characters up to. This Slim end up and against somebody, where the Slim end up going and everything like that. how did Roland deal with his wife? Where did that go? Did they end up getting together? You know what I'm saying? Of course, and all that. And oh my god, I forgot about Omar Epps' character. I'm from North Carolina. I forgot his name, man. Let me type it in right quick, man. And all that, everything. Cause I'm like, hold on. I forgot his character. Mike, okay, Mike. Mike, I'm way from North Carolina. Mike, yeah. What happened to Mike? Did him and oh girl Alicia they stay together and everything like that? I just like to see what happened with them. So I'd like to see a final chapters with the Wood. That would be interesting to see what went on with them characters, with their characters, what went on with those characters. Like I would like to see what went on with them. So that would be definitely something I would like to see out of all the Black Church. I can't think of nothing else because people said Soul Food already got a Soul Food kind of TV show, TV series after the movie, so no need for Soul Food. That's the only thing I can really probably think of and everything like that. Some people said Wayne to Exhale, but the tragic death of Whitney Houston, like, yeah, would be no reason to do a Wayne to Exhale sequel. So, you know, maybe how Stella got her groove back. Maybe we see a sequel to that. Maybe that would be something as well. That's something. But the main thing I like to see is the Wood. That for sure. Like that's something where I'm like, okay, I like to see what's up with those characters. What's going on with the Wood? I feel like what's going on with those characters. So that's what I would like to see the next after seeing how good the Best Man Final Chapter was. And I like to see the Wood. What they do with that. So. But like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate. Look, hit that like subscribe button. This is Sly Media. Like I always say, be safe with it yet. Y'all have a good day. It's Sly Media. Stay tuned for me next because I'm gonna do a reaction to the Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, that whole situation. I think where that's gonna go. So, like I said, y'all have a good day. Be blessed.